Um, I think I already wore this shirt in one of my other videos, but it's my pajamas. I promise I'm not gross, and I wash my clothes. I've had a pretty crazy day today. I mean from last night going into today. My week has been pretty awful in general, but this like really cemented it. I have no idea at all what triggered it, but last night I had like a crazy like psychosis breakdown. This is probably gonna be like really cringy to talk about, and I don't know if a lot of people are even gonna believe me. They could just think I'm like trying to make something up like to get online attention, and that's fine. I guess I don't care too much. But last night I have no idea what triggered it, but I was convinced that I was like in hell, like this world was literally hell, and that it was programmed to torment specifically me, and that like nothing and no one was actually real. And that's why there's so many unexplained things, like the quote-unquote end of the universe, because that's just the like end of bounds of the kind of like simulation that I was going through. And I was literally like laying on my back on the floor, like convulsing, sobbing, with like drool like coming from the side of my mouth. And it was high-key like a little traumatic, I think. Like there's more, but I don't really want to say it just because it's like difficult to put into words how I felt. But like I've never felt that way before. Like I've never had that bad of like a psychotic break before. I felt so detached. I thought that like myself didn't like even exist at all, and that I was just a vessel for my true self, which was the one being tormented from whatever I did in my past life that warranted this. And that when I died, it would just completely reset, but in like a different universe, I guess, like with a different torture. I guess I'm like mostly fine now, but it's just been really like messing with me all day. I've been so out of it. Like I think I've just been really like dissociated all day because of how much it like really messed with my head, like my way of thinking. Yeah, I guess that's all I kind of wanted to say. This week has just been like pretty rough in general for me. It was really exhausting, and that just really made it. Yeah. I like can't put enough into words like how much it's just been affecting me all day. Like I just didn't do any work in any of my classes. I was just like spacing out, listening to music the whole time. But I think something that did help was that I had a bunch of family over, and it was like so overwhelming. Like I couldn't like eat dinner with them. It was just way too taxing when I was already so burnt out from like the whole week. And my dad is also kind of similar to me. He gets burnt out pretty easily too. And then so me and him, we just went out to the backyard on like this balcony, and we sat on 2 rocking chairs, and we just ate our dinner in like complete silence, and it was like pitch black outside. And then after we were done eating, we just like talked about our day, and it was honestly like really therapeutic for me, just like that kind of quietness, that darkness, after like having my inner thoughts like be screaming so much, have like the world around me be so loud for so long. It was like, it felt really nice, and so I hope I can do something like that again. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea what triggered that like little psychotic break. Yeah, I think I got convinced that I was like I think I got convinced that I was like Satan, and that this was like my divine punishment from God. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about. I'm like still really shaken up by it, and I'm still like a little kind of dissociated. I know I've just been repeating myself the whole time, but that's just kind of like proving my point on what I said earlier, that it's just like been messing with me constantly in my head all day. But at least today at school was an easy day, and I think the next 2 weeks are going to be pretty easy because I have Tuesday and Wednesday off, and then after that I have a 5-day weekend, so that's something to look forward to. Yeah, I try to find the joy in the little things, but it's hard to stay focused on that for long when it feels like the bad just outweighs the good by so much more. And a lot of the times it's too tiring to even try to keep my chin up, but what can you do?